Man, Pacquiao won that shit.
Yeah?
Pacquiao won that shit. I had it 9-2. Well, no, wait. I always wrong with these numbers. 10-2. I had it 10-2. Oh, you know what? 9-3. I always have it wrong with these numbers.
What'd you think about the fight? Why'd you think Manny won?
Velocity, like the amount of punches that were connecting, and then every last 10 seconds and stuff, he was just showing the more aggressive punches.
Super close fight. I thought Pac won, but it was a super close fight, man.
Yeah.
Could win either way.
Who won, Devin?
I think Manny won 7-5.
Manny Pacquiao won, man. I think they just couldn't give it to him. He coming out of retirement. They didn't want to make it look like it was favoritism. But if you go on punches, more active, who landed more, I give it to Manny Pacquiao.
What's next for him, man? He was dropping names like Gervonta Davis prior to this fight.
I want the Island boy with a patch on his eye.
No.
He still doing. He look good. He didn't look bad. All respect to Manny.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Fernando.
Barrios. Pacquiao 4 rounds. Barrios, everything else. Yeah, that's how I seen it. It was a great fight. Yeah, it was a great fight. Pacquiao looked a little slow.
What's up, my boy? What's
That's
your
because
name?
of age. But other than that, he did great. Great fight.
So you got Barrios winning.
Oh yeah, Barrios winning.
Yeah. I mean, the people
Who you got your money on?
I didn't have my money on nobody.
the people want
You won't bet nobody?
No,
the
sir.
people wanted him to win because they want the rematch with your father, Mayweather.
Mucho gusto.
Is that still on the table after this? What do you think?
I don't know. You gotta ask him.
I am so proud of Manny. He was unbelievable. Great performance.
Yeah.
Legendary fight.
Yeah.
He won the hearts of the whole humanity.
Yeah. No regrets on having ranked him in that whole thing that happened?
No, that's the answer.
Yeah, that's the answer, right?
All those who had an issue.
Yeah. So what do you want to see from Manny now, Mauricio? He's done everything.
Whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
Whatever he wants to do.
You're supporting?
We will support him. Absolutely.
Thank you,
I didn't agree with the draw. I thought Manny won. I thought he won hands down. I thought the activity was just hard to give Mario rounds. You know, I thought it was hard to give Manny rounds.
He didn't make him exert his energy at 46. Was that a big problem for Mario?
Yeah.
He didn't push him. He didn't push him.
No body work for Mario.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't consistently going to the body, and you know, I thought he left a lot.
Yeah.
In the ring, he left a lot in the corner.
Yeah. Where does Manny go from here, man? He ahead of this fight, he was
home, man. Go home, man.
No more fights.
Go home and.
Senior, how did the 46-year-old legend look?
Yo, that was unbelievable. I thought he was going to slow down a lot after the 7th. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I told my son, you going to get a second win, or he going to slow down a lot, man. And he didn't, man.
Yeah.
I had him winning this fight, bro.
Yeah.
That was crazy. It wasn't even, like, competitive, man.
Yeah.
Barrios wasn't even throwing.
Yeah. He didn't make him exert his energy at 46.
Yo, he
right?
looked scared as bro. Yeah, he felt something.
Where's
You
Tio?
think it was a draw?
Where's Tio?
Nah, hell no.
How'd you have it?
Yo, at least 8-4, you know?
So is that Mayweather rematch still on the table with this draw, or is that do you think that people won't want to see it no more because of the draw is kind of tainted? Or
Nah, man, Manny looked okay today.
yeah,
man.
so the you go with the rematch, Mayweather.
I think they should do it.
Come on, you want to see the ticket? Oh, you want to see the ticket? Look at this. Let's see. Where is it at? Come on. Where is it? You got look. Hey, why did you think it was gonna be a draw? You want to know my answer? Yeah. He'll tell you. What I tell you?
He said Manny don't lose in Vegas, so he's gonna have a draw.
I said the casino don't want to let Manny lose. So the casino don't want to let Manny lose. And I knew it was rare, right? Because Mario Barrios just came off of a draw. But I said, man, I don't know why. But it's right there, baby. It's right there. First ticket.
You guys are blocking it.
First
We got to
ticket.
move to the right.
Come on.
Wait,
how much you ticket. You won $8,500. Easy work. Easy work. I don't know. Maybe I know boxing. Maybe I don't. I don't know what I know.
You
I
thought it
know
was
a
a
few
draw,
things.
though, Pete?
Look, what I tell everybody, Mario Barrios has a good jab. I said his strength is his poise. He stayed poised and composed the whole time. His jab was really good tonight. I said, and he needs to make the old man. He needs to make the old man use those legs. He did.
I think he got it. Hey,
But Pacquiao, you know, he was popping in, but he was getting caught a little bit on the way out. It was, look, I try to explain boxing to y'all. It don't matter what you think. There's 3 judges, and and they're different every single day. Every fight night, they're different judges. Those 3 judges, that's all that matters. The fight's over. It is what it is.
Pac got tired the last few rounds, but I thought he did a lot early on. So I thought he won, but it could have been a draw. It was a close fight either way.
Regardless if he won or draw, do you want to fight him next?
Of course.
What happened in that fight, Roland?
I want a Hall of Famer on my resume.
I mean, what more can you ask for?
Yeah.
He's going against someone at his prime, and getting the draw is, I mean, in this case, best case scenario.
Yeah. Where should you go from there, man? What do you think?
I mean, if he wants to fight, keep fighting.
Yeah. What about, they were name dropping guys like Gervonta Davis ahead of this fight. Should he stay away from a young puncher like that or what? Manny, or what do you think?
If he feels that he can handle it, only he knows.
Yeah.
I mean, we're no one to judge. We don't know how he feels. If he feels like he can handle it, he just went 12 rounds with Mario Barrios and tied. So, I mean, that says a lot.
That's a good sign. So, if he gets another camp, do you think he can wear out some of that rust or something? Yeah. Cool. Appreciate you, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about that Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch now? With that draw, does that take away anything from the potential rematch being big? Or?
Bro, Pacquiao's a legend, bro.
Yeah.
If Pacquiao and Mayweather fight, I mean, everybody's gonna be there. It's gonna be sold out. You know what I'm saying?
There was name dropping Gervonta ahead of this fight. What do you think about Pacquiao and Gervonta? So you stayed away from that young guy, or what do you think? Young guy like that big puncher?
You said who?
Gervonta.
What about him?
Pacquiao and Gervonta, there was name dropping them prior to the fight. Should he stay away from that or what?
I wouldn't want to see it. I think Pacquiao, whatever fight he's gonna be in, it's gonna be a star-studded. It's gonna be action, and like I said, I take my hat off to him. 47 years old, still doing it.
This the art?
Not yet. I thought Manny won.
Yeah.
I thought Manny won.
This the art right here.
Tio, is he gonna fight?
Hey, how'd you see the fight?
It was good.
Yeah?
I thought Manny won.
You thought Manny won? Hey, so where does Manny go from here? They was talking about Gervonta Davis, possible Mayweather rematch. What do you think's next? Should he stay away from Gervonta or what?
I think Pacquiao should fight Mayweather.
Mayweather, you think that can happen with this draw? Or you think the draw makes it a little less viewable, like marketable or whatever?
No, I think Pacquiao, he still got it, bro.
Just relax. Listen, we've seen Manny on the end of bad decisions before. Timothy Bradley, excuse me. The Jeff Horn fight, and shout out to Tim. I know how you feel about that. What's up, Pally?
All right.
But this is what he's got to deal with. You can't go through a camp, do what you just did right there. We saw all the heart, everything that we've always seen from Manny.
And then you get a draw.
And this is the result. Shout out to Mario. He made the fight difficult just from being a big guy who is a better boxer than I realized. Came to the ring with a true game plan to try to box and be patient, find openings and things of that nature. I don't think that Mario did enough to win. I don't think he did enough for a draw. I think that there was a lot more that he could have done. But the main thing is the style that he chose to box was actually a good style to use against Manny Pacquiao. They were saying that they were going to come right to the middle of the ring, and they did. But they came to the middle of the ring, and then they circled, they moved, they worked behind the jab. Not enough jabs, not enough of everything for Mario, So I really don't agree with the draw.
What up? I think that was clearly a Manny win.
Yeah.
But they had to keep the draw because, Vegas. You feel me?
What's next for Manny, man? What do you want to see from Manny?
Oh, he's fighting again. He looks too good.
He looks too good. All right, cool.
He looks sharp, bro.
How did Manny look?
Oh my goodness, he can still box, man. All the heart, man.
Yeah, 100%.
How did Manny look?
I thought he won.
You thought he won? What's next for him?
That's up to him.
Yeah. Would you like to see him fight again?
He gets to make those decisions.
Thank you, Jim.
Former world champion Shawn Porter had stepped into the conversation, and what he revealed shocked many in the boxing world. According to Porter, what he had witnessed leading up to the fight was nothing short of astonishing. Having shared the ring with some of the best welterweights of this era, Porter admitted that Pacquiao's private training sessions before the bout showed signs of something most had doubted they'd ever see again. Manny Pacquiao looking like he was still in his prime.
Everything, man. Manny coming back 4 years out the game and all that kind of stuff. He's really convinced himself that even though he's been playing basketball and badminton and, all these other things that, he stayed in shape enough to come back to the game. I watched him train like last week or the week before, and amazing to see him still move and bounce and do all the same things that he was doing in camp years ago when I was with him. So I think he's healthy. I think he's gonna be strong. And you know what they say, man, the last thing to go is that power. Mario Barrios has the perfect style for him. We can't ignore that. And I kind of feel like I want to leave it right there, man. I don't know. I just think with the perfect style.
Shawn Porter didn't just hype up Pacquiao's training before the fight. He had issued a clear and serious warning to Mario Barrios. The threat was real. According to him, this was not a nostalgic farewell bout for a retired legend. It was a live wire situation where Pacquiao was not only sharp, but dangerous too. Porter said plainly that Barrios needed to understand the level he was about to face because the usual tactics won't work. Porter strongly suggested that fight night won't be a slow, cautious chess match. He predicted explosiveness from the opening bell.
Pacquiao, that's still bouncy, that's still explosive. We'll see.
Renowned trainer Robert Garcia dropped a surprising prediction ahead of the Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios showdown, confidently backing the former 8-division champion to come out on top, and quickly. Garcia didn't just choose Pacquiao to win, he went as far as to say that the fight might not last more than 4 or 5 rounds. His bold take had added even more intrigue to an already headline-grabbing matchup. Known for his sharp eye and experience in the sport, Garcia's belief in Pacquiao's ability to finish the job early suggested that he saw a clear mismatch in either power, speed, or ring IQ.
I think Pacquiao wins because he does have a chance of winning because he's fast and strong. It's got to be under 4 or 5 rounds.
I think 4 rounds.
Because if it goes past that, then his legs, his condition could go in favor of Barrios. That's the way I think, man. That's the way I see it. If Pacquiao wins, it's got to be under 4 or 5 rounds.
I think he does it.
All right, so it's like, look, we just seen Chavez. And Chavez 39. And Chavez waited, pushed the last 2-3 rounds to try to win. And he did win those rounds. But if he would have done it early, he wouldn't have finished the last 7 rounds. Because when your body's already up there in age, when you've already had beatings,
Prior to the fight, Tim Tszyu also weighed in on the upcoming showdown, predicting a win for Mario Barrios. He pointed out that Barrios' youth gives him a clear advantage, especially against a 46-year-old Pacquiao who's been out of the ring for several years. Tim Tszyu emphasized that at this stage in a fighter's life, it becomes increasingly difficult to keep up with younger, fresher opponents. However, he didn't completely count Pacquiao out, adding that if there was anyone capable of pulling off the upset and beating someone like Barrios, it was Manny Pacquiao.
I think Barrios wins. I think young, and it's hard with age. But I think if anyone was going to do it, Manny Pacquiao's the man.
Gary Antoine Russell also shared his perspective, praising Manny Pacquiao's wealth of experience and undeniable punching power. He believed these traits remain Pacquiao's greatest strengths and could be the key to getting the job done against Mario Barrios. Russell highlighted that Pacquiao's explosiveness and ring IQ were still dangerous weapons, especially when combined with his relentless pace. While assessing Barrios, Russell predicted that Pacquiao wouldn't give him any room to breathe or time to pose for clean shots. Instead, he expected the Filipino legend to make Barrios pay a steep price if he dared to wait too long or misjudged his timing.
Once again, it's Gary Antoine Russell, the WBA champion, and I'm giving y'all insight and my viewpoint on this Manny Pacquiao fight. Now, I'm gonna hop right into it. Manny Pacquiao, he's a puncher and bunches type of guy. He can crack too. Multiple weight divisions, he done moved up and shown that his punching power can get the job done. Mario Barrios, he's a more young, youthful, selective punching type of fighter. I don't think Mario Barrios is going to be able to sit there and take pictures with a fighter like Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao going to make him pay for waiting too long. Manny Pacquiao has always shown that he wants to get the fight going. He's an in and out type of fighter.
Shane Mosley, another former world champion who fought Pacquiao in 2011, added to the growing list of boxing legends weighing in on the comeback. With his own history of fighting well into his 40s, Mosley was not counting Pacquiao out. In fact, he felt that the legendary southpaw still had the mental sharpness and physical condition to pull off a victory. According to Mosley, Pacquiao's focus, physical shape, and mental strength all seemed intact, and that might be enough for him to pull off one more miracle under the bright lights of Las Vegas.
Yeah, possible. It's possible because if he's standing in front of him and Manny is able to not have to chase him, he's right there. It could be a problem.
Barrios has never run his life.
So it could be a problem.
He's doing other things too. Even things that can beat him up. I'm gonna take this old man, beat him up.
That's a bad mistake. I know for experience that's a bad mistake. Yeah.
All right, good to see you, man.
Nice
take care.
At the same time, former world champion Chris Algieri, who faced Manny Pacquiao over a decade ago, added his voice to the growing conversation, and his perspective, shaped by first-hand experience, raised some serious concerns for Mario Barrios. Though Algieri made it clear that he did not believe Pacquiao was the exact same fighter from 11 years ago, he was quick to point out that even a slightly diminished version of Manny was still a major threat.
Absolutely, Father Time is undefeated. And I can't expect Manny to be the guy he was when I fought him 11 years ago, or the guy who fought Marquez the second time 15 years ago. He's going to be a different fighter. The issue, not the issue, but the factor that Manny Pacquiao can punch makes him be able to fight a little bit longer. When you see guys that go on for a long time, it's usually guys who can punch. You have that power, you have that eraser. Think of like George Foreman, into his 40s. Those kind of guys tend to last a little longer. A guy like Bernard Hopkins, who's just super scrappy and learned how to fight in spots and control the ring. Manny's not that guy. He's more of the puncher guy. So he has an opportunity because of his power to still be around. And listen, Barrios is a warrior. He likes to fight. He likes to engage. He's going to be there to hit at times.
Meanwhile, veteran trainer Jeff Mayweather had firmly placed his support behind Manny Pacquiao. Known for his deep boxing knowledge and family legacy within the sport, Jeff didn't mince words when it came to his belief in how this fight was going to play out. He was convinced that Pacquiao would dominate Mario Barrios. Jeff went further, saying this fight was more about Pacquiao winning than anything Barrios brought to the table.
I feel that if Pacquiao still has the speed, he's definitely gonna hit Barrios. But I don't know what kind of power he's gonna have. If he has power and speed, Pacquiao's gonna win. Because Pacquiao's definitely gonna hit him.
I mean, do you think obviously you gotta do what you gotta do in the ring and get your hand raised, but do you think he's not coming back to lose a fight, right? They're pretty confident that this is a fight he can win.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. This is really more about Pacquiao winning than Barrios.
Prior to the fight, Robert Garcia had made it clear that this wasn't just about legacy or pride, it's about the fans. He credited them for keeping boxing alive and said that every time Manny stepped into the ring, it's with the goal of delivering an exciting performance. He promised that Saturday night would bring action, effort, and entertainment. His love for toe-to-toe battles hadn't changed, and he believed this fight would be no different for Manny.
So Barrios is strong.
His power's underrated. You think
Pacquiao's 46. I think Pacquiao wins because he does have a chance of winning because he's fast and strong. It's got to be under 4 or 5 rounds.
I think 4 rounds.
Because if it goes past that, then his legs, his condition could go in favor of Barrios. That's the way I think, man. That's the way I see it. If Pacquiao wins, it's got to be under 4 or 5 rounds.
I think he does it.
All right, so it's like, look, we just seen Chavez. And Chavez 39. And Chavez waited, pushed the last 2-3 rounds to try to win. And he did win those rounds. But if he would have done it early, he wouldn't have finished the last 7 rounds.
This fight also was drawing attention enormously within the boxing world. Boxing star Tim Bradley made headlines when he was asked for his prediction. His answer was confident and straightforward. He picked Pacquiao to win easily. When pressed further, Bradley predicted the bout would result in Manny's favor and end in a unanimous decision for Pacquiao. His support added another layer of intrigue, especially coming from someone with first-hand insight into Pacquiao's training and mindset.
Manny Pacquiao is a different animal. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady
come out of retirement all the time, and he does what he does. This Manny Pacquiao. Yes, do you worry about him? He's facing a young gun, a guy that's fighting at the best of his ability right now. And Barrios, yeah, you worry about that. Barrios is a really good boxer, strong. Look, but it's Manny. Manny's C game, D game is a lot better than a lot of guys' A game. If Manny's coming back, he believes that he can win. It'd be interesting to see. But I just hope that after the last time seeing him inside the ring.
Teofimo Lopez, a reigning world champion, had spent time training alongside Manny Pacquiao and came away highly impressed with the legendary fighter's form and energy. Despite Mario Barrios being viewed by many as the favorite heading into this clash, Lopez believed Pacquiao still had what it takes to come out victorious. Adding to the chorus of support, a renowned fighter like Teofimo gave a blunt assessment of Barrios, suggesting he didn't see much threat in the younger contender and fully expected Pacquiao to pull off the win.
High spirits, energized, motivated, determined, and I look forward to seeing him raise his hand again and become another, division world champion once again.
As the dust settled on one of the most talked about fights in recent memory, the boxing world was left buzzing, not just by the result, but by the legendary performances. With veterans like Shawn Porter sounding the alarm even before the opening bell, it was clear this wasn't just another comeback. It was a reminder of who Manny Pacquiao truly is. Whether this marked a final chapter or the beginning of one last run, one thing is certain: the fire still burns and the world is watching. If you enjoyed these reactions to the epic showdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more Fight Night reactions, and drop a comment below. What did you think of Pacquiao versus Barrios? Let's talk boxing.